Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a full-length Q&A video. I posted a YouTube short a couple days ago asking for more questions, and for some reason it got like 12K views, so I have more than enough questions now. Before we get started, let me just reintroduce myself. My name is Abriella. I go by Abri, and that leads us to our first question, which we have in abundance. How old am I? I am 15 and my birthday is June 10th, so I am almost 16. Okay, now I don't want everybody to hate me because I just started the video, but like guys, just because I don't wear a modest clothing, show off my body, wear fake eyelashes and fake nails, and cover my face in makeup does not make me 12. I really do not look that young. Anyway, had to get that out of the way because it's been driving me nuts. So I have separated these questions into categories, and the biggest category is questions about like music and singing and stuff. So I think I'm going to do that last just because it's really long. So I'm going to get all of the other questions out of the way first. Start it off easy. The next question is siblings. How many siblings do you have? Do you have a brother? Do you have a sister or brother? Blah, 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 blah. Yes. I have 7 siblings. I am the second oldest. I have an older brother who just turned 20, and then I have 6 younger siblings, 2 boys, 4 girls. Okay, the next question is your hair all natural? Is that your real hair color? Yes, this is my real hair color. It's really greasy right now, so it's a little bit darker than it normally is. But yes, I have a lot of natural highlights, and during the summertime, my hair gets a little bit like orangey, from the sun. So yes, this is my real hair color. I am a natural dirty blonde, and I'm actually considering getting it lightened. Let me know if I should. Just like highlights, not the whole thing. I'm not gonna dye my hair blonde, but I'm thinking about getting it lightened, so let me know if I should. Next we have, are you homeschooled? I am homeschooled. That's why I'm weird. My siblings and I are all homeschooled. And then on that topic, we have a question saying, what is your opinion on school? Is homeschooling better than going in person? Yes. Okay. No offense to anybody that is public schooled because that is the majority of the people in the world, but the schools nowadays are extremely corrupt. I don't think anybody is going to disagree with me on that. They are unsafe. They are indoctrinating children and teaching the Big Bang and all of this stuff and lying to kids. They're not allowed to preach Christianity. They are filling your kids' heads with lies. That's horrible. It's horrible. It's disgusting. It's so sad. Um, yes, so in my opinion, homeschooling is definitely better because the schools are just so unsafe and so horrible and go against basically everything that I believe and represent. Also, just as a Christian young woman, I do believe that God calls women, or at least me, to be a stay at home mom. As the Bible says, we are the keepers of the home, and the man is the one that goes out and, you know, has a job and brings home the money and all that. So, just for me personally, I think that homeschooling is definitely better, and that is how God wants us to be raising our families. So, yeah, that is my take on that. No offense to anybody, no hate, just sharing my opinion. Moving on. Okay, now we have a bunch of questions about my favorite things. Let me just move this stuff out of frame. Okay. Okay, first. 1, do you have any siblings? I already answered that. 2, do you go to singing class? Okay, this question, I have a lot of questions asking that if I go to singing class or if I've taken singing lessons or am taking singing lessons. So I'll just answer that one right now, even though that's technically supposed to be in the singing category. I do not, and I have not. I have never taken one single singing lesson in my entire life. I really want to because I think it would be very beneficial to me, and I have a ton that I need to learn, especially breath control because I can't hold my breath for very long, and I'm very bad with that. But right now, it's just not something that I or my family can afford and has never been. So, no, I have never taken any singing lessons. And then, what's your favorite color or favorite anime? Of course, you don't have to say. Okay, my favorite color is like purplish blue, indigo, but basically just any shade of blue. I love blue. There are so many different shades of blue, and they're all so pretty. Then what's my favorite anime? I don't watch anime, but my girl Zoe is obsessed with anime, so I'll have to have her answer that question sometime. But yeah, I've never watched anime before. It's not something that I'm interested in. Okay, next question. Who is your favorite YouTuber? Okay, I don't like I am subscribed to a lot of people, but I wouldn't say that I necessarily like follow that many people. But if I had to choose a favorite YouTuber, I would probably say just Jules. Jules is the sweetest. She is amazing. She's a couple months younger than me, I think, but she is such an encouragement, and such a light to me. And she's always sharing her faith and just spreading love and hope and joy to people. And she always has a smile on her face, and I love her for it. She is a really sweet person. So if I had to say a favorite YouTuber, I would probably say her. Alrighty. What's your favorite color and do you have a podcast? I already answered the favorite color and I don't have a podcast. I don't know what on earth I would talk about if I did have one, but let me know if that's something you guys would be interested in. What is your favorite food? What is your favorite subject? What is your favorite Bible verse and why? My favorite food, to be boring, is probably pizza, but I recently found out that I've been allergic to gluten my whole life. So it's hard for me to like find good pizza that I can eat. But yeah, to be basic, probably pizza. My favorite subject. Okay, fun fact about me is I'm only currently doing 2 subjects in school, or I guess 3. And I am trying to get my GED this year and be done with school. So I'm not going to graduate. I'm only currently doing biology and math, and then I do a little bit of history every now and then with my little siblings and my mom. So I don't know. Math? Okay, hear me out. I guess I'm gonna say math. I hate math with an undying passion, but that is only because I'm not very good at it. And when I'm not good at something, of course, I'm not gonna like it because it's frustrating. But like when I understand the lesson and I'm actually like doing the problems and getting them correct and like passing my tests and stuff, it makes me so happy. I'm like, oh my goodness, I just did that right. So I guess math, because biology is insanely hard and I retain nothing from it. So it's extremely frustrating. More so than math. So yeah. Okay, I left to go grab my Bible real quick to answer the next question, which is what is my favorite Bible verse and why? I'm gonna say Jeremiah 29:11, but I love so many verses in the Bible, obviously. But I I have kind of felt stuck for the last couple of years. Like, I don't really know what I'm doing with my life. And of course, I'm really young, so I don't need to know. But I hadn't made any new friends. We don't have a church to go to. I wasn't really socializing or meeting anybody or getting out. And we've lived here for 7 years, and I've just felt very, very stuck. So, this verse has been such a comfort to me. For I know the thoughts that I think toward you, saith the Lord, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end. God knows. Like I can only see this one puzzle piece, but he can see the whole finished product. And each day that I'm living, I'm just adding another puzzle piece onto that and putting the border together and stuff. But God can already see what that finished puzzle is going to look like, and that is such a beautiful thing. Like God knows your future. God has plans for you. God literally loves you so much that he has a perfect plan that's specifically and uniquely designed for you. And there is nothing more encouraging than that, because this world is really, really scary. All right, next up we have favorite song, favorite animal, favorite food, and your makeup. You look so pretty. One, thank you so much. That's really sweet. My favorite song, I would have to say God Only Knows by For King and Country. It is a classic for me that I will always come back to. Um, Again, it's kind of like the Bible verse, like God knows. God knows where you're going. He knows what's going on. He knows what's in your heart. And that is such a comfort to me. Favorite animal. Um, I would say horses, but I've never actually ridden one. So I wouldn't really know. But if not horses, then probably a dog. Though I've also never had a dog, but I really want one. So I don't know. I've never really had pets. And then I already answered favorite food. Okay, next question is random, but what is your favorite song and what is your favorite season? Okay, so I just answered the favorite song, and then my favorite season is hands down 150 million% summer, but I hate the heat. It hit 65 degrees here in Washington the other day, and I was like, done. So, why summer is my favorite season, I'll never know, but my birthday is in June, so that, and birthdays are kind of a big thing in my family, so we always do something really fun. I love the beaches, I love swimming, and we've had a swimming pool for like the past 5 years. So, it hits summer, and then I'll just be in the backyard in the swimming pool, and we're all good, and I won't be overheating. So, yeah, and there's just so many fun things you can do off school. You can go on vacation. Like, I love the outdoors. I love getting outside. I kind of hibernate during winter time and then hit summer and I'm like, "Hey, it's me. I exist. Hello world." Anyway, who is your favorite artist? Again, probably for King and Country. They are a classic. All of their songs I can relate to. They're all really fun, all something that I can sing along with. So, yeah. Okay, guys, that ends it for the favorites. Now I'm moving on to this list of random questions that we have, starting off with my friend Tim. If John is eating a cheeseburger from Wendy's on Main Street at 12:57 p.m. on a Saturday, not a Sunday, calculate the mass of the sun. I thought long and hard about this question, and I'm not good at math, so it was very frustrating, but I think I found the answer. Your mom. What is your dream job? And I love this question, so I really wanted to answer it. My dream job is to be a singer. I would love to go on tour and do shows for you guys. So definitely that. And then also at the same time, YouTube. I love YouTube. It's quickly becoming a big part of my life, and I love it so much. I think it's really fun. I love video editing and just making videos. So yeah, singing and YouTube, but like both are kind of the same for me right now. Moving on, who is your dream person to collab with? Oh my goodness. I am so boring, but guys, for King and Country, like, can you imagine if my music got so popular that like I could collab with my favorite music artist? Because I can sing all of their songs like they're in perfect key. I've covered so many of them. You guys, I would love to. That would literally be a dream come true. Do you knit or crochet? I used to crochet when I was younger. I really got into it and then I just stopped. Like many other hobbies, I just quit. So, no, I do not. Do you have any things from Sephora? I have one thing from Sephora because I got it for free for my 15th birthday last year. It's like one of those tiny little birthday freebies. Other than that, no. What have you been up to? Okay, I love this question. I have been up to school because I'm trying to get my GED, so I've been really doubling down on the schoolwork. And then trying to earn money because my boyfriend is moving across the country and I'm trying to help him out as much as I can. Also, just like all of the life things. I volunteer, I babysit for a family, I babysit my siblings for like 25 hours a week or something right now. I'm doing tons of school, I cook and clean, pretty much just life. Okay, the next question is, do you have a boyfriend? I think I literally just brought him up, but yes, I do have a boyfriend. He is coming here on my birthday. I know, super romantic. On my 16th birthday to date me, June 10th, which is in, hold up, 9 weeks and 4 days. So yeah, boyfriend reveal soon. Do you have any pets? We have one cat that I got for my 6th birthday. She is an old, fat, lazy grump. And then we recently got a parakeet. So yeah, we used to have chickens and another cat, but unfortunately all of them are now. Are you in cheer? No, definitely not. I would not be good at that, but that would be really cool, except for the immodesty. Okay, so now this next question, they had given me 10 questions in one comment, but a lot of them were questions that I already had, so I just took out the four that nobody had asked. Do you have a best friend and who is it? Okay, so I learned at a young age that calling someone your best friend if you have multiple friends is just going to cause drama, so that is not something that I do anymore because it caused a lot of hurt. on my part and on theirs. So here's how I think about it. I basically have three friends. My boyfriend, my friend who lives in Georgia, we met up in June last year. Go watch the videos. And Zoe, who you guys all know and love. Okay? Zoe is my adopted little sister. Elena is my twin. Joseph is my boyfriend. They're all my best friends, but like we have different types of relationships. Zoe and I are, I've known her forever. She doesn't even remember life without me because I met her when she was 4. So she's basically just my little sister, and she is like the biggest blessing in my life right now. And then Elena is, she's my girl, she's my bestie, she is my twin. That's how I think of her because we are the same age, we're super similar, like we say the same things at the same time on accident, like, so she's my twin. And then Joseph is my boyfriend, obviously. So I don't really call any of them my best friend. We all have different types of relationships, and that's okay. But my true best friend and your true best friend is Jesus. Okay, next, and then what's your happiest memory with a loved one? Oh, golly. I have no clue. Yeah, I don't really know how to answer that one because I have had a lot of fun and memorable experiences in my life. I have a lot of good memories with a lot of different loved ones, but I've never really done anything like super big that really stuck with me. Like, whoa, that was such a cool experience. That's going to be my favorite memory. I have never really done something like that. So I'm not sure. Where do you like to go when you're bored? On a walk to Zoe's house, get her, and we hang out, or just out on a walk. Yeah, I haven't been bored too much these days because I'm really busy. But yeah, probably outside. And then lastly from them, finally, what's your worst fear? Being abandoned, being left. Um, yeah, I've lost a lot of relationships throughout my life, and some of them happened very traumatically. So I now have a deep and unfortunately scarring and life changing fear of being abandoned or rejected because I am not good enough. Because a lot of the people that quote unquote left me, they left because my fault, even though it really wasn't, but they blamed it on me. So I have a fear of being left, and it affects how I see my relationships now, unfortunately. Like, if someone does anything that makes me think that I'm not good enough or that they're leaving, I like shut down and my heart like puts up a wall and I like push them away because I get scared and like I guess my heart kind of goes into survival mode. So that is something that I'm trying to work through and make sure that I don't hurt the people that I love because of it. But yeah, that has deeply affected my life. Okay, lighthearted again. What's your makeup skincare routine? Okay, for skincare, I use a moisturizer, a cleanser, and then like a hydration thingy. I don't really know what it is. Um, that's it. And then for makeup, I use tinted a tinted sunscreen. I use a teeny bit of concealer if I need it, and then blush, highlighter, and then I use like a tan eyeshadow on my eyes, and sometimes I'll use black eyeshadow to make a little eyeliner, and then eyelash curler and mascara, and then lip gloss, of course. Okay, this next question is, I feel like it's a trap, like it's a trick question. But the question is, do you think you're pretty? Do I think I am pretty? I don't know how to answer this, but I'm gonna go with yes, I do think I'm pretty. And the thing is, God made each and every one of us beautifully and wonderfully made in His image. Like the Bible literally says that I am made in God's image, and that's crazy. So I must be beautiful. Of course, 85% of the time, I look in the mirror and hate myself and think I am the ugliest roach to walk the face of the planet because I'm a female, so we all got those thoughts. But on a good day, I do think I'm pretty, and I think that Jesus says I'm pretty, and that's what matters. So, yeah. Do you like riding horses? I want to ride a horse so bad. Like I said, horses might be my favorite animal, even though I've never really ridden one. But I really want a horse. Like I told myself once I get married one day, like I'm gonna get property and I'm gonna have a horse. So, yeah, I guess. Next question, what's your favorite holiday? Christmas, hands down. Christmas is a big thing in my family. We go big, we go all out with Christmas, and that's just how I've grown up. Not because I'm spoiled or any of my siblings are spoiled, but Christmas is just a big tradition in our household, and we always make it really fun. We go and like the whole month of December, we make it really fun. We go to lots of events and like parades and Christmas lightings, and we go and we cut down our own tree. That is a big tradition in our house. We go to a Christmas tree farm. We go to a different one every year. We always make sure that they have like a little animal farm and free hot cocoa and stuff. And we take lots of pictures, and then we go and we walk through all of the fields of Christmas trees, and we find the perfect one, and we all argue about which one to get for like an hour, and then we cut it down, my dad and I. And yeah, so Christmas is just a really, really fun thing in my house. It is something that I look forward to year round. And I'm really excited to spend Christmas with my boyfriend this year and introduce him to our traditions. Okay, next question. I just started following, so I wanted to ask you how you started your YouTube channel because I really want to, but I don't know how and I'm scared. Okay, I love this question. Thank you so much for following me, by the way. So I started my YouTube channel a long time ago. I don't even know when, but think I was like 12 and I posted random stuff and then I deleted it and then I started like consistently posting when I was 13 or something like that. Um I just started with music because that is overall what I want my channel to be about is my music. And then I discovered trends and started doing those, and that's how my channel grew to the point where I could start advertising my music more. So I would say the best tip for you or for anybody who is wanting to start a YouTube channel is just figure out what your YouTube channel is going to be about, because everybody is doing the trends. Everybody is doing everything that's popular because it's popular, and that's fine. Like that can be what your channel's about. It's just like relatable content and trends and stuff. But if that's what it's about, you need to say that like in your bio. Just be like, this is a fun channel where I do trends and dances and blah 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 blah. And if that's not what it is, then find what your channel is going to be about. So like mine is music. Yours could be art or jewelry making or animals or just like funny content or whatever. So I would just say the main tip for you is to pick one or two things that your channel is about and make it about that rather than just like randomly uploading a bunch of stuff, because that's confusing to your followers. So in my bio, I say that I'm a music artist and then I do all the trends and stuff. So I do have a lot of random content, but I have said that that's what my channel is about. Also, you got this. Like, go start a channel. Don't be scared to do it. Like, it's really fun. So go do it. When and why did you decide to start a YouTube channel and how did it get so big? So I kind of just answered that because like I said, I started it a long time ago for my music. Also, a lot of my friends had YouTube channels. Mm, follow the crowd. But yeah, and it got so big over a lot of consistency. That is another tip for you guys. Be consistent. That's something with YouTube. You have to post at least like 3 times a week, but preferably like every single day. So yeah, I've been very consistent with it over the past like year, and I I guess I was just pretty patient with it. I hit 1K after 2 years of consistently posting, and then I went live about a month ago and or 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago or something, and I was singing live. So I got a ton of followers from that. And then I got this little mic and started doing singing shorts with it. And because I'm engaging with the audience and like responding to the comments with the videos, they are all blowing up. So my channel is very quickly growing. Thank you guys so much. On that, let me just do a little like self-advertising real quick. Guys, can we please, please, please hit 5K before my birthday? Which I've already said what it is multiple times, but like it's June 10th. Come on, guys. Let's hit 5K by June. Please, please, please. It would mean so much to me. We're about to hit 4K, so I feel like that goal is pretty realistic. Also, like, we could hit 4K by, like, next week. Anyway, moving on. Okay, and then the last question on my, like, miscellaneous category is what is your middle name? My middle name is Renee. I hate it. But yeah, that's my middle name. If you get the 5K with the album, how many songs would you make and can I be in one as background music? And then my friend Tim said, how many songs are going to be on your album? I'm not entirely sure exactly how many songs. It's not going to be that many. Like a lot of albums that people make are like 15 songs. It's probably not going to be that big. It's probably going to be more like 5 or 6 just because it is my first album. And a few of them will be songs that you guys have already heard before. So, not the coolest thing, but yeah, it's going to be like a Christian album. So I have like 4 originals that you guys have never heard, one unofficially released, and then I'll probably put Arms of Your Love in the album. So probably about 5 or 6. And then Can I Be in One as background music? Um, Probably not on this album because like I just said, I already know all the songs that I'm doing and I've already written them and arranged them. But if you would like to plan a collab sometime, let me know and I can do my best to work that out for a different song. But I do already have all the arrangements for this one. Okay, guys, now let's get on to the singing questions, which there are a lot. So I'm going to try to get through these as quickly as I can. I'm sorry that this is so long. I hope you guys haven't all left. Hey, my question is, what is the biggest tip you would give someone who also wants to start singing more? By the way, I love your singing. You're so amazing. God bless you. Oh, thank you so much. God bless you too. And you are amazing as well. Okay, so I've also thought really hard about this question because there are just so many little things. But I would say, just like with YouTube, be consistent, don't give up. Singing is something that you're constantly improving. Like, no matter how good you get, there's always something that you can work on. So I would just say, sing a lot. Like, while you're cleaning, like, turn on music, sing in the car, just sing a lot. The base of like being a good singer is being able to like sing in the correct key and having the correct tone. So, depending on what your level is, make sure that you're not like singing flat or sharp and making sure that you like can sing in a good tone. And then just work on being able to have a steady voice and not be shaky. So, some tips for that is warm ups. There are so many vocal warm up videos on YouTube, and I know it's really tedious and annoying, but they actually help a ton, and it's crazy. They also help with voice control because a lot of them are like riffs and stuff, or just like, and it helps with like vocal control. So I would say really just work on vocal control and all that stuff. Warm ups are a big help. Are you planning on starting a Spotify account? I actually do already have a Spotify account and I have all my original songs on there. Link is in my bio and I will put the link in this description. How did you learn singing these high notes and everything else? I don't know. I have been singing my entire life and like I said, you just kind of constantly improve and it's always something that I'm constantly working on. Why did you decide to start singing and how did you get so good? How do you sing so well? How did you get your beautiful voice? Um, When did you start singing? When did you start singing? When did you become a singer? How did you become a singer? When did you start singing? What age did you start to sing? How long have you been singing for? So, a lot of the same question right there. So, I'm going to answer these all as one. I, like I said, have been singing my entire life. The age that I remember really starting to love singing was 6 because that's when I started playing piano. I'm a self taught pianist as well. But yeah, I would probably say 6. I've just been singing my entire life, and my friends when I was younger, they loved to sing too, so we always sang together. We always sing on long road trips and stuff. My All my family is very musical, so I've just been singing my entire life, and I never really decided to be a singer. That's just kind of something that I've always wanted to do since I remember because I love it so much. I remember being like 8 and saying, "I'm going to be a singer one day." Okay, next question. I would like to release a duet album with you if you're interested. I would definitely have to like hear your style of music first, hear not to be rude, but like hear how good you are and all that. But yeah, that would be really cool if that's something that we can make work. Make a post on your channel, I guess, and I can definitely try to collaborate with that with you. What is your favorite part about singing? Love your videos. Thank you. My favorite part about singing is the way that it connects me and it connects people. Music is such a powerful thing and it's so deep. But yeah, music is something that I feel and when I'm singing, like I feel it, like I feel it. It's something that's running through my veins. Like it is a part of who I am. And when I'm sad, when I'm happy, when I'm excited, when I'm depressed, when I'm anxious, when I'm scared, I express those thoughts and communicate that through my music. And that is definitely my favorite part about singing, and my favorite part about music is that it is such a deep thing. And that's why I think it's really important to be cautious about what you're listening to, because it is really deep and it does really affect you. And if you're listening to a bunch of worldly songs, it could affect your mind. So that is why I do my best not to listen to stuff and make sure to keep my music clean. Do you sing off camera? I basically already answered this, but yes, all the time. I'm singing like 90, like, okay, not 90, probably like 85% of my life. I'm singing or listening to music. I sing while I clean, I sing while I cook, I sing while I do my school, I sing while I'm in the car, I sing while I'm in walks, I sing in my head, I sing in the shower. I am constantly singing. I love to sing. How many songs have you made? That's a great question. How many songs have I made? I think I've made 6, but I'm not actually positive. But I'm pretty sure I've made 6. Like I said, they're all on Spotify and Apple Music, Pandora, iTunes, all streaming platforms. So make sure you guys go check them out. How long have you been singing? What's your favorite style of music? What's your vocal range? So I already answered the first one. And then what's my favorite style of music? Christian. And then I guess just like relatable songs. I know that's not like a genre, but any song that I find relatable, I guess. What's my vocal range? I have no clue. I'm not professional with my singing whatsoever. Like I said, never taken singing lessons, never done any of that. I just kind of do it. So I don't really know what my vocal range is. I know that I think I'm an alto too, so I can sing pretty low because I have a deeper voice, and then I can sing pretty high as well, but not that high. I'm definitely not a soprano. So I have a pretty decent range, but it's not like I can go super low or super high. I can kind of just do from high to low and all that in between, but not a ton of either. Okay, next question. Have you ever made a song and you read over it and it sucked? I know I've done that before. Yeah, guys, like I only show you what I think is good or like somewhat like. I have over 30 songs of just scrap songs and scrap lyrics that just I'll look back on and just be like, what on earth was I thinking? Like, what even is this? So yeah, I definitely have a lot of songs like that. How do you sing so good? I sound like a dying rat. Girl, no, you don't. Everybody can sing. I truly believe that in my heart. Like, everybody can sing if you practice enough and work at it hard enough. Everybody can sing. Um, I don't know. Like, I just, like I said, I kind of just sing it. And I think that it's definitely a huge blessing and something that God has gifted to me. And I never want to take that for granted or, like, not be humble about it. But I kind of just sing. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you guys. I get this question a lot and I don't know how to answer it because I don't really even put a ton of effort into my singing or like practice that much. I just sing all the time and it's just who I am. I just sing. So I don't know. Alrighty, and then that ends it for the singing questions. And the last category that we have is Christian or like religious questions. Thankfully, there are only a couple because this is super long video. First, what is your religion? I'm a Christian. I think that people take the word religion the wrong way. So I'm a follower of Jesus and I do my best to serve him and live a life that best represents him and follow his teachings. So yeah, I'm a follower of Jesus. What do you think your relationship is with God? Now, I don't entirely understand what this question is asking, but I think that my relationship with God is the biggest part of who I am and that I would be completely lost without it. I think that God is the foundation of my life. Well, I know that God is the foundation of my life, and I am living my life for Him. My life is for Him. So I think my relationship with God is my life, and that is what guides me and leads me, and that's kind of just who I am. What does God mean to you? When did you start your walk with God? And then I feel like that question also goes in sync with what is your testimony. So I'm going to answer those as one question. What does God mean to me? I also kind of just answered that question in the beginning one, but God is my friend. He's my father. He's everything to me. My walk with Christ and my relationship with Jesus is the biggest part of who I am, like I said. God wants to have a relationship and fellowship with all of you guys. And once you believe on him and put your faith in him, you are a child of God. And that's what God means to me. I'm his child. I'm his daughter. I'm a daughter of the king. And I want to live my life for him in a way where someone looks at me or somebody gets to know me and they say, "Wow, something's different about her." Like, "Wow, there's something about her that I can't quite place." And that's Jesus, because Jesus is in my heart. And what God means to me is everything, love and hope, and every single good thing that I've ever had in my life is from him. And even all of the things that I think are horrible, he allowed that to happen for a reason, and I trust him. And he has a plan for my life. So, yeah. And then when did I start my walk with God slash what is my testimony? I grew up and am growing up in a Christian family. I put my faith in Jesus Christ when I was 6 years old. We were attending church, and we got home from church one Sunday and explained the gospel to me and asked me if I believed it. And I remember this feeling of like, wow, I do. Like, I do believe this. And so, yeah, I prayed a little prayer with them and asked Jesus to come into my heart. And that's when my walk with Christ started. That's my testimony. It's not some big thing because I was raised in a Christian home. So I've been Christian as long as I can remember. So, yeah. Okay, guys, that is the end of the questions. Thank you guys so much for watching this, and thank you guys so much for all of the questions. I'm sorry that this got really, really long, but I'm also super happy that I had so much engagement with my audience and like a lot of questions from a lot of different people. Really, really awesome. I hope that you guys enjoyed this, and give me more like video ideas that you guys want to see. Give me more videos that you guys are interested in seeing from me down below. I love you guys so, so much. I appreciate you guys so much. Come on. We are quickly growing an amazing community and family here, and I love it. I love it so much. So, yeah, thank you guys all for your support. Jesus loves you guys so, so much. And I hope you have an amazing, blessed day and rest of your week, rest of your month, rest of your life. Okay, bye, guys.